I'm Roxanne, and I'm from the Fox's Den, and this is one of my adventures, and it's a pretty serious one. I'm going to discuss some facts to consider when you are reopening a school. First, I must apologize for my hair. It's that kind of a day. But anyway, I did wash it. So we got to put a little humor in this. So anyway, I'm on several committees, and I am from New Jersey. So what I'm saying works for New Jersey, or it pertains to New Jersey. It might pertain to anybody in the United States. But anyway, so New Jersey has a 104-page document that was guidelines given by the DOE. And it was very loose guidelines because every district is very different. We are jam-packed with districts. We have like 500 and some schools or something like that. I mean, districts in our state of New Jersey. But anyway, getting back to this. One of the things to consider is scheduling. So I'm going to talk with that. So if you're sending your child to school one day a week, that means that they're being exposed to a teacher that is there for 2 days. And if you are sending your child for 2 days back to school, that means they are being exposed to a teacher that's been there for 4 days of teaching. And you get the idea. So I don't know of many schools that are able to go back full-time unless they're a very small district. Most districts can't because you have to social distance. So your room is stripped. There's nothing in it. There's no space for it. And you have to have your desks 6 feet apart. If you look on page 19 of the document, and if you're from anywhere in any state, you can look at our New Jersey Gov page and you can find the document. And it has some good ideas maybe for yours. I look at other states as well. But anyway, you have to be 6 feet apart. So on page 19, it talks about a net square footage where you have to be 113 net square feet. So you have to spin around and can't touch anyone. That means that you're a teacher and you're in front of the room with a mask on, possibly with children that have masks on, that are 6 feet and 12 feet away from you. It also means that there is no small group instruction because you can't do that from 6 feet away. There will be no guided reading at the elementary level either. And what else? Oh, you have to social distance outside 6 feet away. Oh, when you are seated, you must face forward. You can't be facing in different directions. And that happens when you're having lunch as well. So that is like the scheduling and the seating process. In the state of New Jersey, you're supposed to have 11 kids on a school bus, and that's not feasible for some. So if you do 22, you have to wear a mask the entire time, which brings me back to why going back to school is so serious. It is the air quality. This is an aerosol virus. So because it's an aerosol virus, and I learned a lot about this stuff. Thank you, Paul. He's in charge of maintenance where I teach. You have to have filters if you have a new building. You have to have MERV 13 filters because it absorbs all of that and filters out catches all of those aerosol loads of the virus. Also, you have to have a filtration system that within an hour, fresh air can circulate the entire school building. So I don't mean opening up windows. I mean it circulates air from out to in. And so your HVAC systems might have to be looked at. I know I ended with the word at, sorry. All my grammar people. And yes, I teach grammar. What else goes with that? Oh, and then some systems are so much older, they have to have a fog machine come in and they have to fog the air filtration system. And I will show you what that means at the end, what a fogging machine is. So there's a lot that goes into, and then also you have to have a day for deep sanitization. So if you remember, the more you're in school, the more you're exposed. It's not an opinion, that's a fact. It's something to take into consideration. So also what you need to take into consideration is if your child is in school one day, then 4 days they are home. So one day they will be on their own, having to figure out whatever the teacher sent with them home to do, because the teacher will be responsible for teaching. They won't be able to, answer questions, post, that kind of stuff. That takes forever. So if you're in school one day, then one day you're on your own. But 3 days, your teacher will be there to help you. What does that mean? That means your teacher could hold virtual small instruction. You wouldn't have to wear a mask. You'd be face to face. You could do guided reading. That would be amazing. Well, that's my opinion. Sorry. If you're in school for 2 days, that means your teacher's teaching for 4 days. So that means for 2 days you'll be in, and 2 days you will be on your own. There will be no questions answered. There'll be no posting. The teacher will not be available for you. That would require, not that the teacher's being mean, it breaks my heart. That would require the teacher to work extended hours, and that would be crazy. So they'd be burnt out. There's no way you can do it. So that's something to think about. I don't think people realize it. I know board members don't realize it. I know parents don't realize it. Teachers realize it, but unfortunately, teachers aren't always heard. You need to make sure that you're talking to your leaders and you're really looking this over. So that's that. Now, something to consider too is if you have special ed students and younger students who are going to be required to be in school on those days even more, they can't touch. They have to be confined to a certain area. They should wear masks, and if they can't, now they're exposed even more. So those are all considerations to take in. I know that the policy by the DOE of New Jersey, the motto is safety first and then education. So it's not the most ideal thing, but no matter what the plan is, but think about it this way. There's that notion if you're in school more, it's better than being home. Are you sure about that? Again, that would be something that I'll post later in my opinions and suggestions video. Think about if more you're in school, the less time your teacher is available to you. There will be no small instruction. There will be no guided reading for the days that you're in school because of the social distancing policy. All right, some things to think about. If you want to comment below, I am always open to those comments. I love actually when you comment below. If you got something you want to share, that's great. Just try to be kind, okay? All right, thank you for tuning into the Fox's Den and for going on one of my adventures. It's a serious one. This is a picture of the fog machine I mentioned earlier. Again, thank you for watching.